Whoa. Greetings, everybody. This is David right here, aka the White Planetary Dog, KIN10, aka Jupiter James. And I'm bringing to you here, this is WPD KIN10, episode number 9. And, pardon me, I got a little itchiness in my throat here. We're listening to a little Collective Soul here. This is their original band out of the ATL. Actually, I met everybody in that band in person a few years ago. Maybe like, oh gosh, it was probably like, oh man, maybe almost 15 years ago. Wow. Met them at a charity function they were doing for, I think, handicapped people. Actually, I ran into Bill Goldberg too. Like, I literally ran into this dude. Like, you know, I'm not a tall guy. I'm like 5'4". So I run into Bill Goldberg and like I'm like in his midsection. That's how big this man is. Huge. He's like a wall. You know, I ran into him. I just like stopped, and I was just like, oh. And you know, I looked up, and it was Bill Goldberg, and you know, and he was just kindly and polite. He was just like, oh, pardon me. You know, I was just like, what? Anyway, it was like a celebrity softball thing they used to do on some of these radio stations back in Atlanta, back in that time. Like 96 Rock and some of those other things that were out, other, you know, predominantly white radio stations. I think they're all white anyway. I don't know very many black-owned radio stations. I mean, there's a few now, but back then I'm pretty sure they're all predominantly white, and then that hasn't changed. So today I kind of want to talk about just kind of what's on my mind again, like what my shows are about, you know. But what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to be reading some books and then taking some excerpts out of some books and just kind of breaking it down, you know, so you guys can get some more knowledge in your head, especially about these master teachers who are out here, you know, teaching. You know, nobody's paying attention. You know, people are laughing and stuff like that. But, when you sit down and start talking to people about, you know, being conscious and what's going on, then they want to talk to you and give you all kind of examples. And, you know, they know what's going on, but they're not doing nothing about it. So, like I said, I always say, you know, if the universe, you know, grants me, if I can manifest $20 million in my account, and trust me, I'm working on it. I'm constantly focusing on it. I get that money, you know, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to do some things, right? You know, but until I get that money, because, you know, I know other people are doing changes, you know, by having, you know, fundraisers and GoFundMe accounts and things like that, which is great, you know what I mean? You know, raising a couple of $100,000, but, you know, I want it all. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, you know, Almighty Creator, you know, drop $20 to $40 million, drop, you know, $200 million into my pocket, to my account. And, you know, oh yeah, and then you're going to see some real stuff. You can see some real shit happen, and then we're going to change some stuff, you know what I mean? And then after we change it, I'll have everybody just draw back out, you know what I mean? Pull back out. You know, you learn from the European, or they learn from you, so they're just pulling the same tricks on you, so we're just going to work our own original magic on them. We're going to open it up, then we're going to shut it down and leave everybody sitting in the dust. Or like they say, leaving everybody sitting with your dick in your hands. You know what I mean? With no action. You got ready to think you're going to get some, think you're ready to, you know, bust a nut. And then the pussy's gone, right? And then you're just standing there with your dick in your hands. Anyhow, that's what my goal is, you know. But But until then, I'll keep speaking this truth. Just keep bringing to you the knowledge that's bestowed upon me. And again, here we go again, where we talk about some like vibrational frequencies. While I was waiting for my wife to get off work at the hospital, I'm just looking at people. I'm just like, man, can I actually know what these people are feeling and thinking just by the way that the vibrations that they're giving off, the frequencies, and then the body language? Do I actually know what they're saying and just like how they're feeling? I'm just like, wow, I do. You know, I can actually look at them and I can feel that vibrational frequency coming from them, especially from the body language, to feel what kind of mood they're in or even what they're thinking, you know? And it's just really interesting when you feel that and just like, wow, I can't believe they were thinking that way, you know what I mean? Like, wow. And it's so true. It's just like that spiritual, that vibrational frequency, that is like, you know, that's the truth that's coming out. You know, when you're talking about just reading people, yeah, you can read people because, again, people are giving off vibrational frequencies, right? Vibrational frequencies. You can just feel that. Like today, just now, dropping off my wife, I saw this Indian dude. He could have been Indian or Arab, I don't know, but he was walking. He had a bag, Cheesecake Factory, in his hand, walking in the hospital. You know how much Cheesecake Factory costs. He had a suit on, and he's looking at me like, oh, look at you, nigger. That's what he's looking at me like, look at you, nigger, I'm better than you. And then, I kind of gave him a nod, and he didn't even respond. He just looked at me like, okay, why are you nodding at me? You're not even at my level. I bet you don't have more money in your bank account than I do. I'm just like, wow, did he just say that? I'm just like, you can really feel the vibrational frequencies of people, and you can read them. We stopped at Burger King. I don't know why we do it. Like I tell you guys, I'm no better than you. I'm eating damn Burger King. I had a chicken burger. Like, what the hell is a chicken burger? Why am I eating it? I know why I was eating it, because one, I was hungry. Two, I wanted to see what it tastes like. I never had a chicken burger before, so I know I'm not gonna go back and get another damn chicken burger. But that was in the moment that I was in. But anyway, I was the girl at the register. The girl that was taking the order. I can feel the vibrational frequency she was giving. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a likeliness or a likeness or like me. You know what I mean? It was like me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm good. I'm good enough. Look at me. I'm good enough. Like me. And that's the vibrational frequency I was getting off her. Like me. And even when she came out to bring the food, she'll just say, oh, look what I did. You know what I mean? She'll like, and I'm just like, and she'll just say, oh, and I did it. And I just did what? I was thinking to myself, do you put an extra sandwich in here or some shit like that? I don't feel any extra sandwich or food in my bag. So I don't know what she did, but it was just that vibration. It was just her vibration was just like me. She was like, she wants somebody. She was looking for likeliness, acceptance, I guess. Because she was a light-skinned sister. Well, maybe she wasn't a sister. I don't know, but she had light-skinned features and talking like the Southern ghetto black. So it's like maybe she was looking for acceptance. That's what I feel. So I'm just like, wow. So I know it's like, people give off vibrational frequencies. And I know the animals and the plants and the nature gives off that vibrational frequency too. And, I spent some time today, with the plants, with a tree. I spent some time with a tree. I know people think, oh, you're crazy, you're talking to trees. Well, yeah, I'm going to talk to a dang tree. That tree's got a lot to say. It's got a lot to show me. You know what I mean? And that wisdom that tree, and the wisdom, that vibrational frequency that tree gives me, it's on a longer wavelength of light. You see, and this is what I understand. And this is what the tree was telling me, right? It was saying, that it's on the longer vibrational frequency of light. Therefore, the information that the tree is giving me is still coming in right now. because that life force is so strong, it's so pure. It hasn't been corrupted like ours. But we can get a vibrational frequency that comes like instantly, and then it's gone. Because we don't have any depth to it, right? We don't have any history. You know what I mean? I mean, some people do have that vibrational frequency like plants where you can continuously learn from them, you know what I mean? Even from a distance, because they just touched you, or their voice hit you, or their spirit, you know, met with your spirit. That wavelength is such longer, because I spent a little bit of time with that tree, underneath that tree today, and I got a lot of information. I'm just like, wow, I know I'm going to revisit it because it's still trickling down. But that's what it's telling me right now. I mean, you can learn from the plants. You can learn from the wind, you know. And then I took a long bath today because, you know, we definitely have to submerge ourselves in the water more often. You know, we just take showers to the water. We never submerge our bodies in the water, you know, where we, you know, part of where we came from. So the water's just on the surface. So we don't get that full benefit, you know. So I spent some time in the water today. And, you know, felt great. Didn't worry about the time. Had an appointment, made it. It was fine. And, but spending time in that water was great, you know. And you look at how we treat our children, right? We give our children baths. Our children bathe more. So it's no wonder why they're more in tune with nature and the things that we got going on, because, you know, we do those things for them, you know what I mean? You want to take a child outside, you know what I mean? You want to take a child outside because, you know, they need exercise and fresh air, right? Also, they really need contact with the nature. And then you give your child a bath. They spend more time with the water. You know, you want to feed your kids the best foods, right? So they get that nourishment early. But you just think if we did that as adults, you know, we can have that same, you know, that spiritual frequency. You know, because children are vibrating on a larger frequency. I was talking to a couple. They're saying, "Oh man, look how these kids come out. They're so smart now. They know everything, technology and stuff like that." Blah blah blah. When we came out, we were dumb. I'm just like, no. I told her, don't say that, because you weren't dumb when you came out. Just like I wasn't dumb when I came out, just because I didn't have a cell phone in my hand. You know what I mean? We could have figured that stuff out too. We had it then. It doesn't mean that they were dumb when they came out. No, we were very intelligent. You know, and that's the misconception. So we're thinking these children are smart because they already know how to use the cell phones and stuff like that. And I can explain to you the reason why those children know how to use the cell phones, because those things were made for them. You understand? They were made like in that in the time period that the technology was made. The children were already, you know, being developed for this, so they already knew how to use it. So when they come out, they see a cell phone, they already know what it is, because it's already been put into the consciousness. See, this is how powerful, again, the melanin is. Since somebody thought about creating this technology, these cell phones and these cardiology devices, it was already put into the consciousness. The consciousness, it was already there. So when they came out, you know what I mean, even in the womb, they're already knowing about this stuff, because it's already in their consciousness. So when they come out, they see it. They're like, I know what that is. Oh, that's a cell phone. You know what I mean? I can just push a button and everything. I know what to do, right? Or they have a really very overgeneral idea of how to use these things, right? And we're just, oh my gosh, the kids are smart. Yeah, because they're full of melanin. They're full of that black dot. When they're born, those eyes are dark, beautiful, and dark and full of melanin, super high concentrated melanin. Direct connection with their pineal gland. You know what I mean? And they're on fire. You know what I mean? They're just boom. You know, it's only as they get older they get taught to get detached from it. So that's why, you know, the children come out. They already know. There's no mystery to them. You know what I mean? And that was another thing. Dr. Layla Africa was talking about how they put the word mystery on our history. Our history is a mystery. They put, oh, your history is a mystery. Nobody knows about you. But that's the terminology that they give to keep you from learning the truth. There's no mystery to our history. Our history is recorded and written down. They stole it. So, as them writing it down, they pretty much wrote down what they stole. There's no history to our mystery. There's no mystery to our history. No, that's a lie. You know what I mean? And there's no mystery to why we behave the way we behave. I listen to the women talk about, because I'm working on getting this job, and the manager was telling me that he wanted to get, basically he was telling me he wanted to get a male figure in there, but he wouldn't say that. Again, that's the trickery of white supremacist racism. Now, he's a black man, I understand that, but he's still influenced and racially structured. So he wouldn't say, oh, look, man, I need more men. You know what I mean? I need a balance. But he did say he needed balance. So he didn't really say that outright, but I caught what he was saying. Because the women in there, they're so picky and bitter and fighting over each other, he had to get rid of them, some of them, because they couldn't get any work done. So they're always arguing with each other. Even and mostly nurses are female anyway. So you got female nurses talking to female, technicians. So it's just like they get into conflicts, But this is what's been taught now. It's okay to get into conflict. I mean, you look at shows like Love and Hip Hop, the Little Women of Atlanta, Little Women of LA. I think it's like Doctors. I mean, even on they had that show called Preachers of LA, right? The women in there were fighting too. They didn't say the B word, the bitch word, but they were fighting. But if you look at the show, it's just like they call each other bitch, 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 bitch. Like, why do you belittle your fellow sister? You know what I mean? But they glamorize and they glorify. These are these rich, well-to-do women, got all this money and say so, and they're talking like children. You would think someone who has a stature like that would speak more intelligently. You know what I mean? Who would speak with more respect and more, with more love for her fellow woman. But they speak like children. They're bickering around, fighting around like children, like wolves, calling each other bitch this, bitch that. And then it's just like when they show that so much, they glamorize it and glorify it. Just like now, the women that are watching it, they feel like if they don't talk that way, then they're not cool. They feel that that's the way you're supposed to talk to each other. I gotta call you a bitch because you're a bitch. Because you do dumb things, you're a bitch, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to lift that sister up and help her out with her situation, they just belittle her, but that's the way the show goes, right? That's the show business. And it's got us twisted and thinking that we have to talk like that, And then again, it goes with the malnutrition, the food. Like I said, I just had a chicken burger, a big-ass chicken patty with bread, so I'm eating blood and starch, and I had a little bit of vegetables on it. Which lettuce is not really one of the stronger top leafy green vegetables anyway. The onion was, the tomato's okay. So it's just like they even put a lot in there. I'm just like, you're eating that. So the whole dietary thing is backwards as well. So which makes our thinking backwards too. It's totally 180. So I mean, like we have to come like 360. That's how we have to come. Because we're 180. So if you pull a 180, you gotta go 360. You gotta go around again. That's where we gotta go to get back to where we need to go to. We need to we need to put a 180 and then a 360 again. So we need to do like, what is it? Let me do some math. 360, 180. That's 4. We need to do like a 540. That's what we need to do. We need to do damn 540. That should be like a new slogan I should put on. 540. That's what we need to do, be doing a 540. Because we need to turn 180 degrees back so we go normal. And then we need to go 360 degrees around again to get the whole knowledge. So we need to be doing 540s. You know what I mean? To get back to where we need to be. That could be a t-shirt, man. But if we talking about 540, well, let me explain it to you. That should be my new campaign, the 540 campaign. That's awesome. But that's what. But you know, that's what it is. You know, I'm just like, man. You know, and you know, I hear, you know, my wife, and you know, she talks to her cousins and her friends, and they're just, you know, bitch this, bitch that, look at that, bitch this. I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know, but it's become so normal, like, it's become so normal that we don't even feel like it's derogatory anymore. We feel like it's just a normal thing that we do, that, oh yeah, I have to call her a bitch because that's what she is. Like, she was never a bitch in the first place. You called her a bitch. You know what I mean? Then she's calling you a bitch, so now everybody's bitches, right? So it's just like, and that's a derogatory statement because we didn't start calling ourselves bitches. The white man started calling us bitches, just like the white man started calling us niggas. And we use it today all the time. Just like, we got raised above that. Above that, we have to do a 540 on these assholes. 540 on these assholes. Check the time. Okay, and 22 minutes in. I just got back. Well, I'm actually at the local Kroger here. I have to get some food for my daughter because she's gonna get up soon. So I gotta work on feeding her right. Cause my daughter, she used to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, you know. And you know, I used to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. You know, it's just like you try to do these things, and then you know you get yourself caught in another situation because you're hungry, and you know it's because of the programming. You have to understand how deep that programming is, where you can't even, when you get so hungry that you want to eat, that you're willing to, you know, eat food that's not good for you, where you're willing to eat food that will damage your body because you don't have control over your body. You don't have control over your digestive system. So the programming tells you that you're hungry, and the programming tells you, yes, go to the nearest place where I can get food. Is this fast food place that's going to sell me something that is not good for me, but I don't care because I'm hungry. Right? This is part of the program. You have to understand how deep and how serious it is. You know, and like I said, I like to tell you guys, I'm a victim too. You know, I'm a victim and I'm a participant as well. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. I'm not even close, but I'm learning along with you. But as I learn, I will explain and I will share. Because it's going to empower both of us, all of us. Because we need all of us to to get this done. But check out the vibrational frequencies. I'm telling you, those frequencies are serious. Like I said, I'm looking at people, and I can say by their vibrational frequency that they're giving off, I can hear what they're saying in their head, like true telepathy stuff. Because we generate those vibrations, and those vibrational frequencies are translated. They are translated. You can see what somebody's thinking, how they're feeling, what's going on with them, just by what they're giving off. You know, it's amazing. You know what I mean? People say, oh, you can't be telepathic. You have to, you know, go to school, be connected to some spirits. But it's just all the foolishness that we talk about. The foolishness that we talk about. You know what I mean? The foolish things that we do. We definitely have to learn how to control our emotions. Again, I always say that. And then again, we have to understand white supremacy racism. You know what I mean? Go do some research on white supremacy racism. Understand what it is. Understand who you're dealing with. Understand what you're dealing with. It'll make life a lot easier for you. You know what I mean? If you're worried about money, then focus on money. Don't focus on the money you're not going to have. Focus on the money that you're going to have. If that's what your focus is. You know, your focus is on, getting women or getting a man, getting a woman or a man, then, focus on that. You know? You focus on that, but you focus on yourself first before you do anything. If you want money, you focus on yourself first. Because once you understand yourself and that love, and you understand, white supremacy racism, it makes things easy. Because you got to, that everything is abundant. It all comes abundant. What happened? What? Okay. Alright, guys. My daughter's giving me the cue. We got to go into this Kroger and get some stuff, so I just want to say thank you for listening. Take care of yourself, love yourself. Um, Continue doing your meditations and continue, bettering yourself. Love your brother and sister. Stop belittling each other. And activate your system of justice. Activate your pineal gland. Activate your love spectrum, your love spark, your God spark. Please, by all means, do this. All right. So I just want to say love and light, and peace, love, light, peace.